Kilo fait on m'a tête chocolat. Fine out baguette. Watch your love for like it. Why not more than your body chocolate. But she ready yeah imade. Double sile kilo fait. Why now?
Hey y'all, hey.
What's going on, folks?
I'm always shocked at how accurately dressed your little animated you is. It looks just like you.
With the khaki shorts?
With the khaki shorts.
I don't even own a pair of khaki shorts. That's ridiculous.
I debate that. I think
I
that's
would too.
I need to be in a suit.
You don't get dressed up.
Because I don't go out.
That's sad. You need to do something about that.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I do go out. I be dressing the fuck out. I be showing my ass out. Not anymore. Days are over. Allegedly.
Hey y'all. How was everyone's oh, you can't hear us, Jazz? You might need to let me say.
Tweak something.
Hopefully
everybody else, y'all can hear us? Y'all good? Y'all
Yeah.
all right? There we go. All right. It's just her. What's going on, y'all?
Okay. Technical difficulties. One more day. We almost through the work week. Hallelujah. Thank you.
Jesus.
Woo. Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. Hey, Ty. I was talking to Jazz, not to y'all. Before we get started with the shenanigans and the debauchery, let us do a little bit of housekeeping. First, we want to say thank you to not our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but our Lord and Savior Just the Best.
That's just the best. Yeah. See how you have the intro thing there? So I can just say it behind the scenes.
He does that because it tickles me, y'all. Sal, hey Sal, how are you? Also, if you like the shenanigans, if you like the debauchery that we are bringing to you this evening, please support us by giving us poor struggling content creators some stars. 1, 2, 3.
Money. But let y'all know.
So I could get a Lunchable or something, okay?
We can do better than a Lunchable. We have viewers out there. I don't think a little ham and cheese Lunchable is gonna cut it.
Don't
we be eating.
Beggars cannot be choosers, is what I'm saying.
That's true.
So I will take a deep dish pizza Lunchable. That works for me.
Those are the best type of Lunchables.
Can you hear us now, Jess?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, something was going on with StreamYard because my screen kept glitching before, so I don't know. Sal, I'm about to go look for Rockstar because I have to remind her.
She'll be in the comments. Keep your dick in your pants. So I'm watching you. I'm watching you guys.
I'll be cutting up in the comments.
Keep it in the pants.
I went to go look for her, Sal. Okay, I just sent her a message because she forgets sometimes. She's a smoker, so it happens.
Hey, I take offense to that.
Don't be offended. Some of y'all forgetful. That's all I'm saying. It happens. I understand it. So I accommodate her because of her disability.
She ain't getting the check and ain't disability enough.
She probably didn't try hard enough, is what I'm saying. She needs to try harder because I feel like there's a way around that. I can help y'all with it if y'all want me to. I definitely helped my old supervisor go out on FMLA. I told him what to do because he wanted to say he had anxiety, and I actually do have anxiety. So I was like, you don't go to the doctor and say, I have anxiety and I need time off from work. I said, don't do that because they don't like to give you time off from work. I said, you got to say this, that, and the other thing and let them think that is their suggestion. Mm-hmm. So that's exactly what he did.
Guy their hand, yep.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Yeah.
That was.
Let the doctor think that they are teaching you something. I never made the connection that my job may be stressing me out.
You know what? I never thought of that.
You're a smart white man.
over there.
I do that all the time with my patients. All the time. I'm just like, here's the thing. Let me lead you into the right words you need to say for me to get you to where you need to be. Because you're not going to get me to lose my job because I'm trying to help you.
Exactly. And I am talking to our wonderful honorary unicorns here, joining us yet again to offend you, to educate you, to illuminate you, and maybe get you off a little bit. You just never know, the night is young. Ladies first, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Jazz. I'm pretty much here just for all the craziness and great ass conversation. I love talking about everything naughty and kinky. Let's go. And there you go. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. And we want to save the person that's the most controversial for last. And you know who that is. Next, we're going to move on over to the devil. Even though I feel like that's questionable.
It's me, Digital Devil, aka King Blackstar, aka your friendly neighborhood tech guy. I'm always down to talk about something kinky and the reasons behind why you're kinky. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm always enjoying coming on the show and having fun with everybody.
Let's go.
And last but not least,
Certainly offended.
Before we get to our regular offensive person, you got competition now, Carty.
Certainly offended. Man.
The person who is in charge of one of the most interesting and controversial Facebook groups I've been in a while. Because they get me to comment on things, and I normally just keep scrolling. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Basim the Dream. I'm not as offensive as, some people would like to say. I actually try to avoid it. A little bit. But go ahead, Carty. It's on you.
Now it's on me.
Yes, big win.
Yeah. See, I got the caption on. I'm blue right now. Anyway, what's going on? It's your boy, the Carty Experience, Soft Dom Daddy, King Turtle Verp. If you don't know, look it up. If you don't know what it is, you don't know. You don't know what it is. Look it up. Updated to Urban Dictionary at my house this past weekend.
We were playing this game, and the devil was there with us. We were playing this game where you had to make up a definition for like a made up word. And so it was like the word was like BRUNDT, right?
Some crazy shit.
Burnt.
It was burnt.
Burnt. And I said it's the sound of an uncircumcised penis going into the anus.
The sounds of the uncircumcised. The sound. Not the act, but the sound.
The sound that it makes. Burnt. and a synonym for that is a turtle verb.
A turtle verb.
I'm sorry, we were drunk, so it was probably much funnier because
it was. I was.
Yeah, it's up there with Bamf and Shank and all those other good comic book sounds that are made. The turtle verb or burnt.
Yeah, I'm not good with making those sounds, but I would try to. Hey, Phil. Yes, it's a little wild over here, so I'm glad you're here.
Wow.
But now that you brought that up, that leads us into our first topic for the evening. Now, I'm sure y'all going to say, how is this a mental health topic? Well, last week on the show, we were talking about a number of different things, but we got into the topic of uncircumcised penises and the fact that people are body shamed for them, and that I myself personally don't care for giving blowjobs to people with uncircumcised penises. Listen, it's a trauma. It's a trauma.
You ain't sucking that.
Trauma, and we want to get into why I don't like doing it later. So I went down the rabbit hole, right? I went down the rabbit hole of why do we body shame men for having uncircumcised penises? That's the way they were born, right? That's natural. That is a natural part of their body. it should be a beautiful thing, and they shouldn't feel shame about it, right? I had no idea. I had no idea the history and the connection to a number of things. But so 60% of males in the US, when they're born, they are circumcised. So for the most part, most people typically are circumcised. But the common reason that people are typically circumcised is a religious reason. It's like a covenant between God and the people of Israel. I need a teleprompter.
Free Palestine. I said it.
It's supposed to be like a covenant. So that's the reason why you started getting circumcised, right? In Africa, the Australian Aborigines, near the east, they typically do circumcision as well. They don't do it so much in the Far East and South America and Central America. Okay, it's not really a thing. You go to South America, you're gonna run into an uncircumcised penis. Just letting y'all know. So if you look at the history of it, when did it start? This started like around 4,000 years ago in Egypt. They started doing it. And, it spread to the African tribes and the religions surrounding it. And of course, Abraham is the father of Judaism. And so historians think that, they introduced this to the Jews from living in Egypt, and they started doing circumcision there. So the original reasons for the reason that they started cutting the skin off is because of God. I
think it was on the back of the 10 Commandments. It just got scratched off.
Yeah.
Thou shalt cut off this extra skin dick.
Oh no, man.
So the priests are supposed to be pure and, pure in their morals, pure in their physical appearance. And this also had to do with the foreskin and saying that it was dirty. I'm saying, I don't know who this is. All right, Spent. Oh, Lord. What the hell? Somebody done snuck in for a promotion. I'm like, what is this paragraph for?
That's how you know we made it. We got bots.
Bot attack.
So purity was a status of higher rank. And so you wanted to be pure. You had to be circumcised. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yaggity smackety. Now, did any of you know any of this beforehand? I'm just asking because y'all got
a few of them, but not as intensely.
Yeah, I know a few, but to be honest, as a woman, it doesn't really affect me. So
right, exactly.
Yeah, so I never really I need to know. I just know that some partners do and some partners don't, and I was like, cool, just keep it clean. That's all I need to know.
Go ahead.
All I know is a breast joke from Seinfeld. That's about it. That's as most as I got off of it.
That breast shit is real. They still do that to this day.
Seriously.
Oh my God.
So
suck it on baby penises.
You might ask how that you make that jump from this to modern day, why we still want people to be circumcised. And when you get into America and why they still continued on with circumcision is because circumcision was supposed to keep people from masturbating.
Yeah, I would imagine.
What white doctor came up with that solution?
I don't know, but his brother invented lube. You create a problem and then you create a solution.
That's no
like what? Yo.
Exactly.
That's diabolical. I always thought because my father did it, and then my father before his father, and it was just like, oh, we lost the real reason why we're doing it, and we just do it now.
Yeah.
Hey, Carolyn.
Just
I
done
think it's more like
here, Carolyn, you hear ass here early.
I'm so sorry, Jazz. What were you saying?
No, I was saying that to my understanding, at least from the medical background I have, it's more of that's how they were pushing it to people. It's more cleanliness is more for it. You don't have to worry about your kids, as much as you would if they weren't circumcised, because everybody's uncomfortable with everybody else's body or talking to their kids about their body. So they're like, hey, this is the way to not deal with it.
That's what it is now. That is not how it's
exactly. And it's just like, what? And it's just, It's just crazy. And the only other thing I know about it is an older gentleman now, he realized that he was forced into that when he was a child.
That's
as far as
weird.
like getting circumcised, so he sued the doctor and his parents.
Did he win?
Like years ago. And that's all I remember. That's probably my only
I
bit of
wonder if you
knowledge.
won.
I gotta look that up because I might have to try it.
Yeah.
I love my mother, but listen, there needs to be.
Hey, get that money. Let's all get our bread. I'm just
She
saying.
needs to come up off that bread.
There needs to be.
Oh Lord!
You have to get it when you're a baby. You can't get it when you're like 16. I mean,
yes, you can.
You can, but who wants to go through that pain?
Yeah, I think what isn't there like procedures to actually force foreskin now? Isn't there something that does that now?
Yeah,
I
but
think
it doesn't have the same nerve ending, so it's not.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's not.
I'm pretty sure it's all cosmetic. Like,
yeah, I wasn't nerve ending.
Well, y'all are jumping ahead. Like we will get there.
Folks are trying to transition. I need that foreskin.
Yeah.
Add attachment DLC content on my dick.
Oh my God.
So they thought that because sexual arousal involved the nervous system, it was easy to conclude that the chronic nervous excitation, that's the word, excitation of the unnatural act of masturbation, according to them, might eventually undermine the health of the brain. So originally it was for your mental health, right? You will go crazy if you masturbate.
If you bust off too much, you might lose some brain cells.
And I don't
think that's untrue.
I don't think so.
If you do it too much,
I think it's different. I get smarter when I beat my dick.
I don't.
Focus.
Genius level.
It's that post-nut clarity that you get.
Exactly.
No. That's absolutely true. They said because of the fatigue that sets in after you climax, they thought that was a symptom and proof that masturbating was going to physically and emotionally and mentally damage you. This is doctors.
Logic is there.
Science.
How high strung were these doctors back then?
Science. All right.
So, oddly enough, Dr. Kellogg, yes, the motherfucker that made cornflakes.
Yeah.
The one who made cornflakes was a strong advocate for no more masturbation. So you must be circumcised. Mm-hmm. So he was running around advocating for everybody to be circumcised so that people would not masturbate because that was the only way to keep y'all men, your nasties, from touching yourself and driving yourself crazy. Can't make this shit up. This started in the 1800s.
I think that was
Al said, I'm not eating Kellogg's anymore.
Yeah, I've been stopped. I don't buy my kids Kellogg's. It's all post.
He believed that a bland diet would help you. Mm-hmm. That's why Kellogg, the cornflakes don't have sugar. He believed that the bland diet would keep you from masturbating. Like, I was like,
wasn't he a Nazi?
I just was waking up and making up shit. What?
No, Kellogg was the whitest white man to ever white man. Like, he liked everything bland. He didn't want nobody having sex. He didn't want nobody having no type of fun.
Not at all. Not at all. There was another doctor that advocated for the circumcision of the Negro to keep them from raping people.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yes.
So this is a lesson I'm learning.
This was also around 1894. So when he was wholesaling his Negroes, I did say wholesale, like Negroes was at BJ's, and Sam's Club.
Jesus Christ, go ahead.
So you could get more for the circumcised Negro because you don't have to worry about him raping your white woman because he's circumcised.
So yet you got that black baby. Whose baby is this?
Listen, he trying to keep us from doing it, but we all know what Massa was doing in the background. He's the one that need to be circumcised.
That part. Yes, Carolyn, the Negro. It's Rockstar. Sal was looking for you. I just want you to know. I had to come get you.
Dick in hand.
Dick
in hand.
So, according to them, circumcision prevented epilepsy, mental disorders, hip and joint pain, hernias, genital irritations, and a number of other issues.
I can see it like mitigating genital irritation. Like, I mean, you get some shit up under there. It might irritate you.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's passing.
That's the only one. Like
that, you got the leaky faucet, syndrome.
Yeah. If we got to go to surgery, bitch, I better have gangrene.
Well, what the hell? I'm trying to figure out how they cut the foreskin off his dick and his hip won't hurt.
Because it was a nerve ending. It cut off the end of the nerves.
Your hip and your joint and epilepsy, they're having a seizure. Has nothing to do with the brain. It's absolutely on the dick. But what about the women that had epilepsy and hip and joint pain? I'm confused.
Hey, they had too
That's
much.
why they invented the vibrator.
Yep, hysteria.
Hysteria.
It was hysteria.
Women were just passing out on purpose. I mean, not on purpose, but on purpose.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fainting things because she wanted that, John.
Oh, I know how they used to cure hysteria. They used to masturbate the woman.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, she just was fucking horny. That's all.
Nah, she wasn't.
This bitch was getting sick every week. She said, I got to go see the doctor again. I got to see the doctor again.
I got that itch.
Oh, that's yo. I couldn't live back in the day. I really besides other reasons, I could not. I was just like, yo, this is wild. Y'all just
yeah, girl, they probably would have had you at the stake right along with Siren.
This bitch is crazy. She had the doctor every day. Doctor!
Exactly.
Oh shit! I'm cracking up. So they also recommended that you you circumcise your babies to help with digestive issues. If you circumcise the baby and do it early, they will have better nutrition and they will thrive and be happy children. Yes.
How?
That's like super propaganda if I ever heard
it. They don't know no better.
It is.
They don't know no better.
They also consider parents who did not do so to be criminally negligent. So, Bench, you will go to jail. You going to jail?
Yeah, like
I'm going to jail.
I'm going to send me to jail.
That might be the only time in history where the government actually stepped in, like, oh, body shame the man.
Yeah.
Gotta cut. Look at that.
So
full circle.
If we go into the 1900s, right? So now we're at the 1920s. It ends up being a class thing. So the white people were upset about the immigrants coming in from Eastern Europe, and the upper class Americans, they had like this big cultural identity crisis, and they're like, we need to circumcise ourselves so you could tell the difference between us and them. So if you were not circumcised, you was a dirty immigrant. Only the upper class white man had the pure unsheathed penis.
But the ones who had all the kids was the immigrants, the migrants. I don't understand. I don't know.
My thing is, how are y'all checking? How are you checking? How do y'all know?
Right.
It was no dick pics back then.
Yeah, so you just
shouldn't send it to her and say, I'm upper class, bitch.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
I'll show you the proof.
I'll show you right now. This is my ID. No, I'm good.
I think that's crazy. Like, you pull down your pants and be like, oh, no matter if it's big or small, you just, oh, nigga, you broke.
Oh my
gosh. You broke. Look at that broke ass dick. Your ain't cut. That broke dick out of here.
Sausage, show me your dick, you little dirt.
Little Irish immigrant. Dirty potato dick skin.
Like, wow. I was really like, this is fucking insanity. All of this is insane. But
wait, real quick.
Yeah.
So that was during World War I, right? You said the 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that was a nice way of you saying Jews were making their way over here. That was cute. That was good. It was a way to duck under it, but
it was Jews, it was Irish.
But listen, how quickly just give me a year because I know you got it. How quickly did they assimilate?
Oh, very quickly.
They got the fucking. It was fucking on the boat.
Because yo,
It was ready to
my
give birth.
son, my middle son was circumcised by a moil.
What is a moil?
A moil is a Jewish. It's a rabbi.
Okay.
Who's been blessed to be able to basically do that.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's why my question was, well, how quickly did they assimilate? Because damn, if they got here in the 20s and already we 100 years later, and not even 100 years, we 50 years later, and they already had a whole designated motherfucker to do it.
Well, if you think about it, it's like, okay, you make it an issue of class, and then somebody had the bright idea to say, well, we're going to train you, and they will hold that person in higher regard. So, I mean, it was just rocket science. Like, hey, and you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me and bless me to do this thing for your family.
Yep.
My gift to you.
Here's exactly
what it was.
So the only reason that anybody is circumcised is because of race, prejudice, and class. That is it. And when you look at it that way, that completely changes your view on it. And I feel bad for y'all. I feel bad for you. Not that y'all remember, you don't, you don't have a memory of it. But looking at it this way, having like a real education of it, I'm like, that's not good. It's not good.
I love my dick. Me and my dick are like this. All right, I have a beautiful, beautiful, very suckable dick. I can't. All right. I
Carty,
can't think
you where
it would be otherwise.
I have to ask. In comparison to what, bro?
In comparison to me and my lover, it is the bee's knees, the greatest thing.
I mean,
since Dr. Kellogg's white bread.
To be fair, is anyone going to say they don't have a suckable dick?
Some do. Some be like, nah, this ain't working out.
Nah, you just asking for trouble, bro.
Is that based on the quality of the sucker?
I believe if you have a protractor and your dick is like literally bending at a 90-degree angle, then you don't have a suckable dick. You just got to live with the facts.
Oh, you mean a boomerang?
Got it. Yeah. If you got the crazy hook, banana John. That ain't it.
No, that's what I call it. I call it boomerang dick. And every time I say it, I gotta.
Yeah, when you gotta break your neck sideways to do the thing, like, no, you don't.
It's an art. You just gotta figure it out.
You're going this way.
A few people in this room will get this, but if someone says you have a potato dick, I don't think you have a suckable dick.
There you go. That too. If you have that big inflated thing, it's all fat in the middle and then skinny at the top and bottom. That's not a suckable dick. Let's be real here. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God, not the potato dick.
Sorry, you just said to yourself, you ain't sucking, uncircumcised dick.
Well, I feel bad for y'all, so I might pity suck it. I might pity suck it. After I
pity suck it. That's more disrespectful than just saying not sucking it.
It'd be like,
you might as well not do it.
No,
you might as well not do it. No one wants that. Just the. No one wants that. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
So you gonna give Earthworm Jim a kiss real quick?
Right. if you're cringing while you're doing it, you ain't nah.
I think all women have that one day that they just don't want to do, or it's the person they just don't want to do it to them.
Yeah,
and you're making that weird, like.
No, I tell them no, I'm not doing it.
See?
Not doing it. Yeah, not to put my shit out there, but I love sucking dick. So
it's a reason. Well, I don't want to.
That's
something is wrong. Something is really wrong with you.
If she hit it with the.
No, I don't.
She like
that's disrespectful. Because I would feel bad if somebody did that to me, right?
If you make that
change. So if I'm not giving you my 100%, no, I don't want to do that to you.
I understand.
Yeah, it's like that rapper on a lollipop that's still left over. You just just gonna get this shit up. Yeah.
It's like you watch certain porn and you just know that it's just like terrible. I'm like, bro, why am I watching this at this point?
Yeah, it's a couple artists that I can't watch. As soon as they show up, it's fast forward. Next one.
Like, unsubscribed. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
Now, now that being said, that I understand now, and I feel bad. There also are some benefits to being circumcised. There are some. Of course, it's easier hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
You have a decreased risk of urinary tract infections. And there's a nurse in the chat. She will correct me if I'm wrong or anything. You have a decreased risk of sexually transmitted diseases.
You're not getting as much.
You have a prevention of penile problems and a decreased risk of penile cancer. Less chances of having tumors, chronic infections, zipper trauma. That's a thing. Caught in your zipper is a thing, especially for the niggas that like to wear skinny things.
It normally happens to me in my coat way more than my pants, meaning that the extra skin would probably get caught. I'm just saying.
In your coat?
Yeah, that's normally when shit gets stuck in the zipper.
I couldn't even imagine.
You naked in a coat?
No, you never mind.
I know. I'm just saying. You think you being naked in a coat and getting your foreskin stuck in the zipper? That's where my mind is going. And then I'm like, where are you going?
That's a real D'Angelo. That's a real D'Angelo moment.
I had to go to the car real quick.
I can see that shit. You can put that shit in Saul. That's like my affair.
Listen, if I'm uncircumcised, I am wearing button flies for my entire life.
Every day.
It ain't happening, homie. It ain't. Nah, I'm good.
Okay, Ty, it wasn't just me. See, she said she was thinking the same thing, that you naked in the coat, and where's you going in this coat, naked with your dick out?
I just ran in. I just had to run to the car.
Fucking streaking spree.
Living his life. Okay.
We're going streaking.
Do you?
So, y'all, there is a problem that y'all can get with y'all uncircumcised penises. Now, you might have to correct me, Carolyn. It's called phimosis, and it can lead to inflammation of the foreskin or the head of the penis. And then there's something else called balanitis, which is the inflammation of the glands of the penis and the foreskin. So you will have less, you won't get that if you have no foreskin. And I have actually, one of my brothers my mom told me this, and I don't know why she fucking told me this, but she's inappropriate. So I know that one of my brothers is not circumcised, and he had a lot of problems because he wasn't circumcised, which was her fault, and that's a whole nother story. Rockstar said, and yes, I am high. Yeah, that's why he ain't circumcised, because she was high too. So there you go.
She's like, leave it on, let it ride.
So that shaped my opinion. Like, damn, bitch, you should have got him circumcised. Then he wouldn't be having problems. Also, why the fuck are you telling me this? I don't want to know this. I don't need to know this. I'm traumatized. Okay. Also, there are risks of getting circumcised. If you do get your child circumcised, or you decide later on in life as an adult to get circumcised, of course, it's going to be the pain, the bleeding at the site of the circumcision. Sometimes it does not stop. Irritation of the glands. You have a higher chance of inflammation at the opening of the penis, and the doctor fucking you up because somebody had to be the D student in class. And it might just be your luck that you got the doctor that cheated his way through. I don't know.
That's what happened to little Dickie.
I was waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Now, the reason why I don't like the surprise of uncircumcised penises is because y'all take for granted that all men are as clean as you are. Mm-hmm. All men are not fucking clean. And in general, yes. You raising your hand like we in class. Yes, Bez.
All right. So who's responsible for discernment in those situations?
Well, they might look outwardly clean and smell good and everything. And then you
gotcha. Gotcha, bitch.
I said I don't like to pop out on you. And it's got some goop with it.
No, not the
goop. God.
But
The gabagoop.
That's why. So if you can wash your dick, you can wash it. But if you don't pull the foreskin back and clean up underneath of it, you're not really clean.
Yeah,
there is a term for that. That whitish, yellowish buildup under the foreskin is called smegma. That is the name of it.
I call that rot.
AKA dick cheese. Some of y'all motherfuckers walking around with dick cheese.
Yuck.
Just like some of y'all don't clean your ears, the back of your ears or the inside of your ears. Yeah. Some of y'all don't clean your penises. Hey, Sid, you came in at the right moment.
I'm blessed. I've never had that.
That was a weird transition. Dick cheese. Hey, Sid.
Never. I've never had that situation with partners, and I'm blessed not to have that situation because we go extensive conversations beforehand before we get down to that point. And again, it's like, so I have a routine. The usual routine is, especially if I'm meeting somebody, let's say online from like whatever the hell, I'm like, okay, send me a picture. One. So that's gonna already give me kind of an idea of how your hygiene is.
Yep. They sending you ashy dick pics.
Exactly. And then that you know, like, so do you always, and then you have that talk with them, like, so is this like how you live your life? Is that, you know, I'm not shaming them.
A personal choice?
They don't know. Maybe they don't know. Because I think a situation happens too with, and again, I can't speak as a man because I'm not a man, of course. I just, from my personal partners, it's like a lot of them, not a lot of them, but like usually we take it for granted that a lot of people have guidance properly, right? Mm-hmm. For hygiene, for taking care of themselves, whatever the case. So maybe it's mommying, I don't know, but I'm just like, oh, honey, no, let's get you cleaned up first. Let's take a shower first. Let's do something before that situation happens, because let's all have a good time. I don't want to have to like, oh yeah, I gotta go and pack up and leave. Like, I don't want to have to do that.
If I gotta say to you, baby, let's get you cleaned up. Yeah, I'm gonna clean you up.
I know exactly.
I'm leaving. I'm gonna clean you up. I'm tuck you in the bed and I'm fucking leaving. That's what I'm
doing. No, I am, but I feel like maybe this will be that catalyst for them to maybe it is me, and they have to fix their life. And again, I don't want to do it in a shaming way, but I want to be like,
I love that that's your I love that that's your ministry. Like, it has to be someone's ministry. Like, get it? I love that that's your ministry. I do not have that bone in my body, and I call myself helpful. Like, I like being there for people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there is a level at which I'm no longer the teacher.
Oh, exactly.
It's at that point. It's like, yo, I can't break you out of this.
Yeah.
Because you got yourself here.
Yeah. Well, I think I always put education as a very key thing. So at a certain point, you can't use that as an excuse. You know, I'm talking about like individuals to be like, oh, well, my family never taught me how to clean myself, or I've never did. I'm like, so again, we have pornography, we have books, we have all these things. If your shit don't look like that, you need to question yourself.
Yeah.
Internet.
And to that response, if you go scroll TikTok or any other thing, there's been so many just basic hygiene stuff that because people's parents don't actually teach them, or it's like it creeps them out. There's people who use socks. There's people who have a knife to chop up stuff in the bathroom. Yes! Like, we're just gonna leave it there. It gets wild. So unless you have that conversation with your partner, like, hey, this is what I do. What do you do? And just like Giselle said, it's kind of like a little bit of foreplay and it's a little bit of checking at the same time. So it's a little sexy and it's a little bit of
with this knife and chopping up shit in the bathroom.
It's called a poop knife.
There's a story that
Oh yeah. I know what that is. Oh my god.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about it. But my thing, TikTok didn't always exist, right? Mm-hmm. So you had to be accountable for cleaning yourself. Let me ask you, men, if you out with a young lady, y'all go back to the house, y'all know what y'all supposed to be doing, you get down there and it's not so fresh. Are you going to take the time to wash her up and then engage?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's happened to me before. We left the club together. I knew she was dancing her heart out. Listen, when I got down there and smelled rink, I said, cool, deuces, I'm out. I'm going home. like I lived in Uptown. Like she lived in Delaware. Like the idea that for what? Bitch, I got a whole girl at home. I'm out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
flex, but okay.
Like there's a difference between somebody who washed and like they sweated, or worked all day, and someone who just
you can smell rank. It smelled like 2 days.
It's like ranking and then this tang. You can live with tang.
I can live with tang.
Smell like
live with the tang.
Still tang, baby.
This smelled like fermentation. I'm good. I'm out.
Smelled like Sex Panther. So
yeah, I'm going.
So
9% of the time works every time.
Kyle said he will wash her up.
Yeah. I bet so I would. That sounds like something a South thing would do.
It does.
But I think it's more, not to cut anybody off, but I think it's like when it comes to this scenario, right? Mm-hmm. Women were taught to cater to, right? So our first instinct is, like I just said earlier, like a mothering instinct. Like we got to take care of this person because apparently they can't take care of themselves. Where a man, unfortunately, I don't know, again, just because I have brothers, I have male cousins, in my culture, it's a different upbringing of men. They don't give a shit. They're just like, you know what? I can leave that person be that way, and I don't give a fuck about them later on, and not tell them about themselves. But I'd rather talk about them behind their back. And it's just like, so you could just take this 2 seconds to, hey, yo, like, do you not smell yourself, or whatever the case? I'm like, hey, do better for yourself. You don't have to fuck with me. You don't gotta do anything. But at least like letting that person know. It's like when somebody has like their fucking zipper open the whole time and nobody knows, or they got a fucking toilet paper running and thing. Like 2 seconds, be a fucking person. I'm like, hey, yo, you good? Look at yourself. And again, say it more politely, whatever the case. I've literally had like an experience way back in the day back where I had to tell a partner that I was sexual with that, and I said it very negatively, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped being the way I was back then. I literally told him like he made me depressed after, and I never heard from that guy again. I know. Oh yeah, I was very vicious.
No, I'm not judging you, but
no, but I'm just saying, like, I made him. I was like, you made me depressed. I don't think this is gonna ever work out again. My bad.
God damn.
Thanks for the flights. Thank you for the treats. Thank you for the gifts. Never again. Yeah. And I remember him apologize. Like, no, don't apologize. Just do better. And then just walk away. You're already in my taxi out. Like, I'm good. You don't even have to talk to me.
So I'm in between both. Sorry. So I'm in between both. I will have the conversation. So first off, we probably not doing nothing then that day, but I'll have the conversation, talk to him about it, give him some pointers and stuff like that, because sometimes we grow up in different class systems and stuff like that, so we don't really know what one thing or the other thing is at times. So I'm sympathetic of that. But if it's a repeated thing, then I'm gonna set you up, and I'm like, all right, so next time and then if it happens again, it's like
yeah, but like even for me, like let's say if I had a partner who wasn't clean, didn't clean properly, especially the genital area, I'm gonna let them know. But at the same time, again, now I'm in that mothering side. Mind you, I have no kids, so if I gotta treat you like a child, you're my friend after that. I can't personally see you as somebody I would find sexually desirable, because I'm looking for somebody to take care of themselves, just like I'm taking care of myself.
Right.
That's
so
true.
I don't mind, I'm not saying nothing will ever happen in the future, but I'm just saying at that moment, probably for a little bit, it's a no for me. So, I'm like, hey, like, I don't want to have the next conversation. Hey, yo, you cleaned yourself? Like, you good? I don't want to have that. But at the same time, I would expect that person to be inspired to do what they need to do properly for themselves, not for me, not for no other person in the future, for your damn self, because it's your body. You take care of yourself.
You know what? You're damn right, girl.
I'm going to be the TikTok video tonight. I'm not just going to laugh. I'm going to help you out there. If you have a problem with smegma, and you may not know it, if you are uncircumcised, I'm gonna need you to pull it back and check. Make sure whenever you take a shower, you take a bath, you pull the foreskin back. Much like women, you shouldn't be using scented body wash and soaps on the foreskin. Okay, change your underwear regularly.
Every day.
Don't flip it inside out and try to get another day. Now y'all might say you shouldn't have to say this. Yes, you do.
No, yeah.
Unfortunately, and do not use talc or deodorant.
What are you talking about? Man, take your dick to the fucking dick car wash. I gotta be one out there.
Now,
don't put it in the system and let everything work itself out. That's all.
Like this.
Right. Fucking discount double check. Just fucking double check this off, nigga.
And also, there are products, and this has become a lot more mainstream now. But there are manscaping and other products like that you use, like after you bust some suds, put some of that ball reviver on there, put something on there there's ball deodorant and everything too. There's little lotions, make it smell good. You're good. That's all you gotta do. So everybody complains about how women have all these nice little things to make the down there smell nice. Guys do too now. So just take advantage of that.
But we're not supposed to use scented products though.
No, I mean like refresher stuff. Like
it's called ball revival.
Ball refresher.
Ball refresher.
Yeah, it's
like an aftershave
refresher.
Yeah. Ball refresher. How does it refresh the balls?
It's like an aftershave.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Who knew? I like a good ball.
I mean, I guess it's like a coolant. Because like when you shave, you need something to kind of
icy hot on your balls.
Basically,
I'm
thinking in my head like a spritzer, like a nice little.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it does. Yes.
Yeah. So you take care down there. You can shape it up a little bit, and then spritz.
You know what I mean?
But
then again,
what would a woman want it to smell like down there? You want roses?
No.
You want the Egyptian musk?
No.
Sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
I wanted to smell like baby powder or fresh linen.
So don't use talc, but baby powder. Got it. I got you.
Balls.
I just wrap my shit up in like 1,000 quilted.
Sea breeze balls. Yo, I'm done.
I don't want baby powder on the balls. I just want it to smell like baby powder.
Nah,
like I like fresh, clean scents. That's what I like.
So clean linens,
fresh linen balls, baby. Like it was like they was hanging on the line outside.
Like the drawers just came outside. Came out the dryer.
You want to get linen? That linen suit.
Just like blow it in the fucking wind and shit.
I like it.
Ty said fresh laundry. Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, oh my god.
So we got sea breeze balls, fresh laundry balls. Okay. Okay.
Now, are we talking fresh linen laundry or are we talking Gain laundry? Which one are we going with?
Yeah. I agree.
Give me the Snuggles. The Snuggles bear. Give me Mr. Snuggles bear. Snuggles with these balls.
Snuggle ball.
That's hilarious.
Hibiscus. Oh Lord.
I'm down with the hibiscus balls.
Yeah. I'll be down for that.
That's too flowery.
I don't know. Like that smells like ass.
Like potpourri.
Think about when it warms up. Like you're gonna be in pants and underwear. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine those fragrances smelling good after sweating.
Yeah, no.
What about for the holidays, like apple cinnamon balls?
Pumpkin spice balls. Oh my god.
We call those jingle balls.
I'm sure you get all the white bitches. Like I got the pumpkin latte spice balls. You lined up around the corner.
Yo, a whole line.
Oh god,
I cannot.
I'm cracking up. Sal said PSA to anybody who has ever, I guess, touched your balls and had them in their mouth like Hennessy and a touch of wheeze. That's nasty.
Why?
Since you brought it up, not roasted chestnuts. Since you brought it up, I cannot stand a man who smells like weed all the time. It's in their hair. It's on their clothes. Like I hate that, especially if it's first thing in the morning. I don't like that. That makes me think it's dirty. And I don't know why, but I just have this connection that you smell like weed first thing in the morning. It's like jumping off of you up my nose. You don't wash your clothes and you're dirty. I don't know if that's
just
just
the same thing. Like if it's cigarettes, it's like I don't want to smell like, I don't know. I like the natural scent of a person. So I want to know what you are naturally. If I'm smelling like colognes are good, perfume's good. Like I like that. That's basic. But if you're drowning in just that one scent, it just makes me feel you're not taking care of yourself properly, because that scent shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like we should be able to, like, again, it goes to that animalistic thing. I should be able to, smell what you're about, and not just, fucking bullshit. And like,
have that good musk.
Yeah,
like my girl always wants to sleep in my shirts. Like,
that's why we used to steal the hoodies and shit. We love that shit.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, the best thing to do is to have a scent that naturally messes with your own pheromones, so that you can give off that, and it, like you said, people want to sell your hoodies, your shirts.
So, what do you guys like?
So I'll say, love to smell Newport cigarettes.
What?
Newport though.
Fucking foul.
I'll take it a step worse and say cool. Somebody who smells like cool.
Cool enough. 40 ounce of Old E.
Not Bros. If you like Bros, that's white people's food. And Virginia Slums. Well, men, what do you like your woman to smell like? Do you like the perfumes, or do you prefer like a fresh scent?
I like neutral.
Okay.
Because neutral is always safe. If it smells too fruity and flowery, then you're doing too much to it. And then, of course, you have the other end, and I have to be like, "Hey, is this good to you?" Because if this is good to you, then that lets me know where you are with this. Because I like to deflect. Like, don't worry about what I think. What do you think is acceptable? Is this okay to you? Would you serve this to somebody else?
Yeah.
In a restaurant? Or is Chef Gordon going to curse you the fuck out and send it back to the kitchen?
No.
Darius?
I'm a plum blossom guy. So plum blossom, it's both floral and fruity at the same time, but it's very subtle. So stuff like that, flowers off of fruit trees rather than flowers that like geraniums or whatever, rose water or whatever. I'd rather have a fruity scented flower. It smells really good to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that plum blossom, the Victoria's Secret plum blossom, like in the neck area. That shit smells really good. I do like that.
Okay.
Yes.
I prefer the natural scent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want a lot of pheromone cover up. None of that. No, like I want to smell you. Especially like after like a long day, you asked her how her day was and she said fine, but she smells like it wasn't. I prefer to smell like it wasn't. Let me go upstairs and wash you, baby. Then I'll wash it.
Yeah. All right, you like the little twang.
The twang.
My thing is, I like neutral because if something goes wrong, you know it's wrong.
You know it's wrong.
There ain't no guessing. Like you can't try to cover it up with something else. You know, hey.
Well, I think that's why like oils have been like really popular, like especially like Middle Eastern scents, because it puts off your natural. Like for me, anytime I try to wear something, I try to do like I play off like again cultural stuff, so like coconut. I want more like the natural coconut, vanilla, something like I guess people would say like edible like type of situations, because even though I like floral stuff like that, I feel like as somebody who's been working many different jobs, who had like a florist, all that stuff, those scents get withered and gross after a while. So, or overpowering, and then mixing with, your natural body, it's not always going to be right. So, you just putting all that, like, what was that back in the day? Sweet pea. Fucking everybody's wearing sweet pea.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stop. You smell like that in booty, and not in a good way.
That's like X body spray for men.
Oh,
like,
that is like too much.
Way too much.
No. But yeah, coconut, vanilla, that's it. Just a little dab. I'm good.
Yep.
So I'm always going to smell like an oil from my hair, depending on what the oil is. It's either going to be tea tree oil.
Tea tree's good.
I have this new lemon. I have this lemon rosemary oil to keep me from scratching myself bald. And then there's like the strawberry rosemary. It's like some concoction my loctician made. So I'll always have that in my hair. And then I have to use a mix of lotion and oil to put on my skin. So, but that's usually a really light scent. And then the perfume that I use is I keep the same perfumes. If I get enough compliments on a perfume, that's the one I'll just keep wearing all the time. And they're not even expensive, but anytime a man be like, oh my God, you smell good, I'm going to go buy this. I'm going to be wearing this. So I'll actually, my perfumes are not even like really expensive. And I don't like flowery scents, musky. Like I don't like any, it has to be light, like a cotton candy, something that like you want to bite it type of thing. To smell like you want to bite it. And if women tell me I smell good, that's even better.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, it's cheap as hell. Mariah Carey Dream.
I don't mind fried chicken if you're in the kitchen frying chicken.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's suspect.
Women love that smell on me for some reason, and so I always buy that all the time whenever I see it, and it's cheap as hell, so I love it. No, I don't make kinda. I do a little mixture of stuff. If you mix the hair oil with the body oil, and it's its own unique smell. I don't know. I can't smell it, but other people can.
No, it depends on what I'm doing. Every part of my body got a different scent. So.
Wow.
Hey, Anita. Hey.
Oh, hey, Nita.
You just missed us talking about dicks. Well, welcome.
Strang, pussy.
Now, before we move on to the debauchery, I want to know your routine, men, for smelling good. What do you do?
Wash my ass.
Cardi, you got a natural scent though.
Yeah, I got that natural shit.
So we've been friends for a really long time, and if he is sweaty and he has a lot of hair, he has a very smell like a Dominican.
What?
Wow.
Racial smells.
I don't know if that's like
he's
racist
anti-Jew.
or he's offended. I don't even know how to feel about that.
I'm messing with him because he's not from.
Just fucking call me Big Poppy for no reason. What's going on?
Not the Big Poppy.
David Ortiz.
You do have a natural scent, though.
Oh, do not smell like rice and beans, motherfucker. Sorry, crazy. I feel like Mofongo all the goddamn time.
You smell like Spanish. No, he says. I was about to say something real racist. I'm gonna say it off. I'm gonna say it when we not online. Oh, Crumb Cake said this is informative. Yes, we trying to get these men smelling good so that you will want to suck their dick.
Got inspired.
This is my public service to you guys. All right.
So I'm gonna say one thing. One thing that's a must is moisturize after, but wash with Dr. Bronner's.
Oh,
like, I don't care that it takes a layer of skin off. It took dirt with it, a lot of dirt. And what you should do is raw dog your trouble spots. Don't do the whole I will wet the loofah, and then put a little bit on the loofah, and then try to take that lather and just lather that your whole body. No. Take a dime or a quarter size amount, put it in your hands, rub it between your hands, hit your trouble spots, hit your face first, because you should wash from your head to your toes. I should not have to tell that to grown ass people, but from head to toes, because you don't want whatever's in your ass to be on your face.
Yeah,
like that's it. Then
exfoliate.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Take the hands, go to your face, then go to your underarms, then go down to your crotch, then go and get your ass. You gotta go and get between the crack.
Oh yeah. Also, you gotta do your legs. Don't let the soap go down your legs. You gotta get your legs.
Yes.
Feet is optional.
Open your butt cheeks.
Open butt cheeks.
It's not gay.
It's not gay.
People think that. I forgot.
It's gay.
It's not gay.
Don't be misinforming these people.
It's clean.
Clean.
It's not gay.
It's only gay if you do.
Listen, I'm be. I've been over.
Stick your finger in. Like, it's gay if you stick your finger in.
I bend over into the water,
Mhm.
ass directly into the water, bend over, lift the leg up, open the cheeks, and scrub. Like,
Because your ass is
I get
fat.
in
I
there.
have a removable shower head, so I just bring it down to where I need it to be.
Well, no, I do both. I also have a removable, and
that's a lot. Like, but I hear you. I mean,
mine's is involved because growing up I had issues back in the day, so I'm more involved now. So I have Dr. Squatch soap that I use, and I hit the lather up. I'll let that lather up, and while that's lathering up, I'll either do my beard or I'll do my hair, depending on if I have my hair out. Rinse off, and then I get out and I moisturize, and then I hit myself with the crop revitalizer, and then the ball deodorant, and then if I still got time, I'll do my face routine from Minimo. So
okay, somebody said Dr.
I was Dr. Squash. I
really
seen her ads on YouTube,
amazing.
I never really.
It's amazing. When you buy it, you should also get because a lot of people buy it and then they put it in their like soap dishes. You should get the little wooden soap, little soap block, and then also get the little soap holder. That way you don't gotta, raw dog the soap or anything like that. And also, if you leave it in a plastic or metal or ceramic holder, it'll start to melt away because it's natural soap. So as it gets wet, it'll just start to dissipate. But if it's on the wooden block, it won't happen as much.
Right now, there's some man sitting somewhere talking shit, knowing damn well he didn't wipe enough. Also, what happens when you do it and you start moaning a little bit? Should you be concerned?
I had that. I never commented in the comments ever. I had to do it next time. Very.
Wait, yeah, that Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap, baby.
That's the eucalyptus is the one.
I put it down. Ooh.
The eucalyptus is the one.
Yeah, eucalyptus and what is that? The citrus. Orange citrus. That's something I like. That.
Yes.
Tommy said, imagine Orbit as a soap commercial. Dirty buns, clean it up with Orbit Hole Cleaner. So now there is no excuse. Anybody who has viewed this now knows how to properly wash their uncircumcised penis. And I deeply apologize to you men that y'all have to get this done. And y'all are not experiencing, how sensitive your penis would be had this not happened to you. There's a guy that actually killed himself because they botched his circumcision. Like, he was an adult and he was having problems with, I guess, the foreskin wouldn't retract. That's something else that can occur. And the doctor, said, well, you can get circumcised and you won't have that problem. Like, it was giving him problems to have sex with his girlfriend because his foreskin wouldn't retract. It was painful. So he went and he got the circumcision done, but they botched it. I guess it was like too sensitive. So anything that his penis rubbed up against, he was always aroused all the fucking time. And he got like really depressed about it and ended up unaliving herself.
That's messed up. That's a kind of a good thing to have a little
bit.
I wouldn't mind that.
You said you wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind that little arousal, little rub there and there.
All the time?
All the time. Every time's a good time.
No,
I think too much of a good thing might be an issue.
No, listen, I have that, persistent genital arousal disorder. I not to the magnitude some people have it, but if I don't have a partner or even if I do have a partner and I'm not having enough sex, I'm not just being an asshole. Like, I need to have a certain amount of sex or that is uncomfortable. You don't want to be aroused everywhere and anywhere. Like, I've had some very uncomfortable situations. I don't like that. I don't. So it sounds good in theory, but when you can't,
it might be different for women. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't getting sense for his girl. All I know is that's just like the ultimate edging for me. I'm with it.
Listen,
challenge accepted.
I wouldn't be pitching a 10 at the PTA meeting. That's
the one place I wouldn't want to, like, there's one place I thought of as you were talking, like, that I thought that I wouldn't want to be horny, and it's the airport. And I quickly, like, and I mean, like, almost as soon as I said it out loud, refuted that. No, I could be horny at the airport too.
All you need is FMLA paper. You're fine. Just bring that
Listen,
around. Like
all day.
hard.
No, we have kids. Like Bash, you like me. You have kids. No, you don't want to be. No. There are times.
I forgot. These new generation black moms don't walk around naked in front of their kids.
No.
Then what's the difference?
No. What if I'm so okay? For example, if I'm in the bed and sometimes my son likes to come sleep in the bed with me or whatever, like
you need to handle that.
Huh?
You need to handle that. Go to bed, son.
Pretty much.
He's still little. If he wants to sleep in my bed, I'm
little.
Hey, he's not little.
I ain't seen you with a little baby. How little is little?
He ain't little.
He is 10. That
ain't little. I wish a 10-year-old would come get him.
You might as well be 24.
He just was really sick, and so the whole time he was sleeping.
His baby. Yeah.
You don't even know how to watch yourself properly. Like, what are we doing? You did not lay in my bed.
My baby. This is my baby. You're right, Rockstar. You don't want to be in church.
Yeah, I've been horny in church on a regular fucking Sunday.
What? You ain't been to the right churches.
I've been a teenage boy in church, so that's in a black Baptist church. So it gets wild in the church.
Baptist churches don't
that
have
Sunday is a Monday.
They don't got the napkin in the Baptist church. That's the Protestants.
Tommy said it's all fun and games till the lightsaber won't turn off. Listen, the worst part is when you like, right, I'm a masturbate, right? But the problem is that you masturbate as soon as you climax, you right back up again.
Right
like,
up.
It never lets you go down. Like you always on the roller coaster. You always up here. You never get to go down. Like that is so ooh.
That's on the woman's side though. Men probably wouldn't have that.
It's called focus on something else for a second.
I try.
ADHD.
It's hard. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's the most horrible thing in the world. And that's why I just try to make sure I have somebody around to provide me with services regularly.
Someone get that girl some dick. Stat.
Bring me that dick now. Yes, that.
That dick.
You just
10 cc's BBC.
Oh god.
Rockstar said, "I'm focused on nothing constantly." You like a man that way. I get it. So I can understand men because I have that issue. Like y'all not as, pitiful as some people might think y'all are. I get it. So let's move on to some. Well, I can't even say to the debauchery because we always end up in it anyway.
Yeah.
However, officially, we are going to move on to the debauchery. So we are about to go inside the box. Just chicken wings. Just
give me a box. Give me something. She meant to cut me out. I guarantee you, 150%. She meant to cut me the fuck out.
Oh. And the unicorn looks like it has cum on it. That's like
he say every time.
I promise you, it was not on purpose. It was just like a happy accident.
It's a bukkake corn.
That's perfect.
We are going to be talking about breath play and erotic asphyxiation. And Jazz was very excited for this.
I am. I love it.
And you were correct.
I do it. I never know.
Eating chicken wings. That's why she dropped me. And for anyone that does not know what erotic asphyxiation is the consensual restriction of airflow of a partner for a brief period of time. They also call it breath play.
So I'll put the rope away and step away from the chair.
Now, autoerotic.
Many ideas.
Yeah, autoerotic asphyxiation is when you're doing it to yourself. So it's a solo effort, which I think is kind of sad, but I guess it's like masturbating. No, she said no, it's not.
It's not.
Well, you know what? You go ahead and Because I see the little smirk, and tell us, your experience with it and why you like it.
So again, I'm a person who thrives on danger. So that's one of the things that really, I think it's like, if it's a gateway to anything kinky, that's one of the ones. The first thing everybody thinks when you think, oh yeah, I'm kinky, I like it rough, spanking and choking, right? Mm-hmm. So controlling that and getting people eased into that type of play and seeing how far you can go. And that's just like different types of breath play with that. I know there's ones involving water, which I am super scared about that because anything can go wrong with that.
I saw that today.
I remember this like bro doing
I was
stuff.
Like, oh shit, Twitter! It's got the heat.
It is nice though. It looks like I'm not gonna do it, but I do like.
Yeah, I'll watch somebody do it.
But and also like the self asphyxiation. It's like, for the few times I've experienced it myself, I feel that I can control a little better, get a little more dangerous, but I know at the end I'm because your body can't harm itself as quickly, right? So if you feel like you're going too crazy with yourself at that moment, like I usually do, my body automatically stops it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's more of like a safety to gauge how much I can take, how much I feel like I can kind of handle at that moment. And then when I go play with another partner, I can also gauge with them and say, hey, I think I'm like a 7 at this point. I think we can go 7 now. Or maybe today I'm only can do a 3. Never happens, but there's room. That could happen sometimes. But it's a situation where I feel, again, it's for the water one. Again, I'm very still curious about it. The ones which are just involving straps or rope or something like that, again, you still need to have a better understanding of your body. So that's very, I think people need to be a little more educated about, but also just choking. And I think a lot of people mess up too, because like, if I can show, when you wrap the head, the hand around, they'll press on the middle. You're not supposed to do that. So, and it's one of those situations where I also gauge, again, when a partner comes to me and they're like, yeah, I can do this. And they do that. I'm like, yep, stop. Don't. That's a no. You're not trained properly. Or you need to learn how to maneuver because you're crushing me and not in a good way.
Yep.
So that there's also the ones where the vacuum play. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that.
No, that did not come up in my research.
So it's pretty much like people will be put inside of like this big Ziploc sleeping bag type thing. Yeah, like a type of vinyl or something like that, and they'll vacuum. You vacuum seal you in the bag.
Yeah, you look like you basically look like an action figure in the cellophane.
Oh, Polly Pocket John.
Yep.
And
rip me out the plastic, so some real shit.
Exactly. But it's like that, and then you can control the breath like through like a little hole that's there. Again, more experience. I hope people more experience with that. Don't jump into that, please. Don't anybody who listens to this. Don't think that's
crazy.
I will definitely issue a disclaimer before we are done.
Yeah, so. It's delightful done properly. It is great. It is beautiful. I think it's a good gateway into understanding how kinky you can get, pretty much. If that's all you're into, you know what I mean? Like, because some people are like, they'll just be just wanting to do that or just wanting to spank, and that's okay if that's what you're into. Anybody's into, no shaming, but it's also a situation where it's just like again, the different flows, how you can press upon the sides of the neck, the front. I personally like it in the back. And also like like the little wrestling moves, I'm into that too. So
yeah, you probably got holes in your walls. Like
not on my walls, their walls.
Correction.
Exactly.
Carolyn said, I love me some choking, child. Just don't overdo it. Facebook user, I'm not sure who this is. Tell me your name. Thumb and forefinger. Sal says, I want to try that one. They said it's also a form of latex play.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So I have to masturbate under blankets because I feel like I can't breathe and I like it. Is that the same thing? I would believe it's probably a mouth.
Maybe. I don't know. But as long as you like it.
Try it with a weighted blanket.
Yeah, but I think just like we were saying with that, so like it's a comforter thing, right? Especially when it's with a blanket or something like that, because now you're heated. The air is getting more restricted because you're circulating the air within your own self. And so that also deals with that. But again, I tell people, make sure you have a little bit of air flat, please. You don't want to pass out, because you could pass out very easily from that.
Mm-hmm.
Sal wants us to do a show on shibari. I can, Sal, but I want to find someone who is really skilled at doing it, because Carty is not.
I am not.
Very
novice level.
Neither am I, so.
He has the rope. Hey, Annie.
I know a girl though. We can bring her on though.
Oh, okay. So, Sal, we could do that for you. The main reason that people like to do this is because of the endorphins that are released when the airflow resumes, and those who have had their oxygen withheld begin to take the fresh breaths. So it's a rush of hormones. You know, it's kind of like you get high a little bit. You get a high. Look, she's smiling like, yeah.
And that's also why you hit the artery softly, because if you hit the airway, you could crush it and everything, like just like Giselle was saying. You get more endorphins from the blood choke than you do from the airway choke, and it's less likely to get hurt from that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So this act has like a really long history, dating back to like the 1700s. It's peculiar too, because they observed that when people would get hung, that they would get an erection. And so the doctors started using asphyxiation as a way to cure impotence. So that, yeah. So
I get it.
Listen,
science.
Go to me. Like,
somebody saw a dead man hanging and said, "Well,
yes,
that motherfucker's dick is hard. Let's start choking motherfuckers. Your dick don't work. Bring them on in. Give me the rope." Absolutely crazy. And somebody said, "Yes, let's try it."
That sounds fun.
Shame go off, I guess.
So yeah. I'm assuming it worked a couple times. Like, it may have been a coincidence, but it worked.
No, it worked for some people.
Yeah.
So, there are 4 different types of erotic asphyxiation. You had the compression of the neck, choking, strangling, smothering with instruments like a plastic bag, or like you said, inside the big, like in the comforter away for the winter. A compression of the chest, which is also called corseting. Mm-hmm. And then excluding oxygen with the inhalation of another gas, which I feel like that is dangerous, and that sounds like a recipe.
If the gas be weed,
yeah. I was about to say, if it's helium or something like that, like huffing. No, I wouldn't say, more like shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I mean, but you have to. I guess. I just that sounds completely dangerous to me.
Because like even knockout gas, not knockout gas. What's the stuff they use? The laughing gas. Yeah, it's not 100% that chemical. It's some oxygen in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm thinking like it's not as dangerous as you guys think.
No,
because I don't think they're using like.
Oh
exactly.
My God.
You have to poke a hole in anything.
Yeah. Like I don't think they're using like beryllium or anything like that. Like that's what I'm saying. I hope that they're not.
I hope that they're not either.
Sure.
We have a request. Sal would like Sadiqa to choke him while Rockstar watches.
No kicking the nuts, Sal. No kicking the nuts.
You can find that on the Unicorns Patreon. Yeah. Carolyn said, "This sounds so dangerous. You'll pass out." I mean, we'll get to that, Carolyn. Tommy said, you know what? Put this ring around your balls. Let's see what happens. And that's how cock rings was born. Basically. Carolyn says, "Sir, we're talking about non-professionals using gases. If you listen to the history of all this shit, none of these motherfuckers was professionals.
Right. No anesthesiologists.
Like, they just trying shit out.
Exactly.
That's
Sex pioneers.
That is how we got everything that we have now. Motherfuckers just said, let's try it and see if they die. That's it.
Yeah.
So one might be wondering why you would want to do this. What is the motivation? Of course, this is a form of BDSM. So, is the power exchange, which is always present. It shows that you have a level of trust with your partner that you may not have ever experienced with any other partner before. I don't trust nobody that goddamn much. People will think that their partner is sexier for even wanting to try it. Curiosity, and of course, pleasure and the risk of feeling panic. So some people, feel like, oh my God, I'm about to die. This feels amazing.
Adrenaline rush.
And it heightens your orgasm.
Ride that lightning.
Listen, riding the lightning is fun. I don't care what nobody say.
It's not, and for some people, it's not physically being choked that brings the pleasure. So this is something else that I was going to talk about. There's some people who have a paraphilia called hybristophilia. So that is people who are very attracted to people who are criminals or involve themselves in criminal, dangerous behavior. So this is why you hear people that are like highly attracted to serial killers, the drug lords. Like
that's like every woman who watches like true
not
crime.
Every woman. I am not attracted to serial killers. What are you talking about?
You love serial killers.
I like to watch them kill people on TV. I like to get into their heads. Why do you do this thing? But I don't want to fuck one.
Yeah.
I don't want to marry one.
Yeah,
that is different. I like to study them.
Mm-hmm. I want to fight them.
You want to study?
When is their birthdays? I feel like they're all Virgos.
Probably.
They're all over the place.
That's crazy. He got booked.
Said the magic word, trigger word.
Now you know that Jess is the Virgo. Oh, hey, Big Shmoo. Oh, who said they about to choke me? Who are you, Facebook user? You threatening me
with a trust me?
Good time. You threatening me with a good time. Big Shmoo said it's a turn on for me, giving and receiving. Sal said that sounds like every other housewife. That explains why I love Puerto Rican women. Bradley Durham. But yeah, that is a whole thing. Like if you find people that like Ted Bundy that were, right into them and stuff, he killed all those women. They have that paraphilia where they're attracted to insane criminals. Yeah. So it turns them the fuck on.
It kills me because they say he's so hot. And I'm like, he is the most basic white guy that
very much so.
Basic white guy, and they're like, oh, he's so hot. It's not even that.
But that's why he's hot to them. That's the reason why.
Well, yeah, Joe from you, his birthday is September 19th. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Joe was a little sexy, but that's the only one. All right, Joe and Dexter, who is on my wall. Hey, Dex. Yeah. I'm proving y'all right. Anyway.
Listen, I like Monster Girls, so.
So y'all actually can use this in your relationships as a trust building skill. Do any of you already engage in this besides Jazz?
A little bit.
A little bit. I haven't done a demonstration on that BlurCon.
Yeah, I have issues with it because light-skinned girls with boyfriends always ask for it.
Oh my God. You don't want to bruise them, huh?
Exactly.
I like the bite.
This is sensual.
Be an issue too, because I'm sending your nigga back to you with bite marks all over him
and hickeys.
But it's my nigga too, so.
I love marking partners. I don't give a shit. That's your problem to deal with, not me.
Okay. I like to be marked as well. So
exactly. And I gotta explain it. That's it.
I'm super chocolate. If somebody could mark me, we got issues.
Yeah.
Get him a Brandon iron. I'm gonna mark you all right.
Exactly.
You come in, they like, I love a challenge.
I felt like that was abuse. Like it was.
Well, yeah, I never thought about that. If you do like to be marked and your skin is more melanated, like, yeah, That definitely would be an issue. You gonna have to go hard or go home.
Yeah.
Is that are we making more love connections here? Rockstar says she is watching and she is learning. Carolyn, y'all remember how many famous people died from sexual asphyxiation? Remember when Curly hanging himself and had his balls rope tied too?
That was David Carradine.
I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say that. It does sound like a good night. Also, it just went a little bit too far.
I think a situation with that, though. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. Oh no, sorry. I thought it froze. So I think another thing that people need to learn about that too, if you're into auto, is pretty much like safety nets, right? Sometimes it can get wild. Just like if you're at a kink event, just like something like that, you want to have a safety line. Somebody needs to check up on you. Somebody needs to, especially if you're in that community, we already know. Right? Check up on your peoples. Do that stuff. Make sure. If you know that their routine and it'll be done in 30 minutes, check it at 25 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that, you know, you could lose your life. And we don't want to ever have that situation. It should be about pleasure with pain, respectfully, in a good way. You should have that good relationship with yourself to know what you can and cannot handle. Some people just do crazy things at that moment. And, you know, not to shame, but at the same time, you got to be responsible. You want to have many times of enjoying the things you like.
Exactly. And just like you, when you go out on a date and you have your friend call you in 30, text you or call you in 30 minutes, do the same thing when you're into kink. Make sure you got people set up that aren't going to shame you, aren't going to give you any flack. That after a certain amount of time, listen, if I don't check in with you by this time, please hit me up. Safe. Just be safe.
Also, just to piggyback off that, if anybody ever needs that, let me know. I'm here. Exists. I got y'all. And I fight. Don't worry about it.
Noted.
I would like to quote George Carlton at this point, because it's always funny to me every time he says it. Doing self-auto asphyxiation. You don't know if you're coming or you're going.
Exactly. You gotta be safe.
First of all, they want to say, but someone dying at the kink party is a damn good story.
That is the worst way to die.
Wow.
Honestly, it's the worst way to go.
Wow. But to speak more to the education, right? Because I don't want you guys to say that we are not hoeing responsibly.
He said booze safe sex.
Tomatoes.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I don't want to say that we are advocating for things, because Carolyn is the nurse and she seems very concerned about this, right? Please make sure that you are responsible, and responsibility comes down to three major things, right? The first would be education. You need to take the time, if you're going to engage in this, to learn the anatomy of the neck, head, and the chest, right? This will help you better understand the limits of pressure and force. Incremental increases that helps you avoid injury. Learn the anatomy will also highlight the importance of proper hand placement, like someone was saying, don't press here. And where to place the restraints at. So if you use them belt, scarves, or ties, the arteries around the neck can take some pressure, but you won't want to apply a great deal of force at first. And then the next thing that you want to remember is communication, which Jazz and Devil did speak to. Create a set of nonverbal cues, okay, so that you can be safe. You can do things like holding something in your hand, such as your keys, and then dropping it.
Start flailing your arms.
And dropping it when you'd like to stop. You could tap your partners 3 times, or you can snap your fingers. And then, of course, the last thing is consent. Consent. Whenever we're talking about sex, anything that you do is supposed to be.
Especially this sex, you need waivers.
Adults, okay? That will keep you safe. And you don't want to be drunk or high when you do this.
Oh, that reminds me. The guy, something Mulligan died doing that, but he was in his closet with like a bag on his head with nylon stockings on, and like his secretary walked in on him and found him dead like that.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the 90s or whatever. But that's a fucking crazy way to go.
It definitely is.
Finding someone like that, like
it definitely is. It's like, oh, we got a lot of questions now.
Because when pussy don't do,
There are side effects. The side effects can be cough and disorientation, muscle weakness, numbness, drowsiness, and loss of coordination. Of course, more major things is brain damage, damaging your larynx, aspiration, heart attack, and orbital hemorrhage. So, like your eye popping out of the socket. And the mortality rate of this, there's like 250 to 1,000 deaths a year in the United States from this. So you definitely want to be careful. This is one of the few kinks where you actually can lose your life if you do not do it properly. If you are wrapping someone in plastic, and I know this from doing many fucking shows on crazy ass shit, please make sure you have scissors handy so that you can cut the person out in case of an emergency. Okay? So we want y'all to hoe, but we don't want anyone to lose their life because they are trying, you know it.
I bet it's higher in Europe. I have a feeling that the body count is higher in
Europe. Oh my God.
Oh, it is most definitely higher in Europe and the UK.
And prolonged use of breath play, engaging in that for prolonged periods can lead to brain damage. So just be careful and do your education. You know, don't just be like, oh, I saw this on the podcast. Let's do it, bitch. And y'all done smoked. Y'all done drink.
Fucking tiger.
Y'all done had mushrooms. Like, no, none of that at all.
And I would definitely say something too, because I get in this conversation a lot, especially in the community. I always, and again, as somebody who partakes in many different things, like drugs, alcohol, whatever, you know, legal, whatever. If you feel like you need to get high, get intoxicated to do anything, don't do it, especially anything kinky. Because I actually had to stop somebody in a party once because of it. And I didn't even know the person. I just knew they were bragging about, like, yeah, I just did all these things and now I'm going to do everything. I was like, whoa, nope, stop. No, we're not. You're not going to fuck up your life and then fuck up everybody's good time too. So think about that. If that's something that you feel, especially like if you're just partying and then now you want to experience these things, take a moment, take a breath, literally don't, you know what I mean? If you feel that you can't really make these conversations proper beforehand, don't do it.
Right.
Do it the next time. You know, if that partner is going to be interested in you doing it, then they're going to be interested the next time you want to do it. You don't have to do it now.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's something that it's sexy, it's hot, it's something that's dangerous. Everybody gets excited and they lose themselves in that moment. But if you can't really say no, if you really can't stop the play at any point in time, don't do it. Please don't.
Yeah. And alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, you don't want to lose your mental faculties. And also, if you're really into it, you don't want to lose those sensations because they will blunt your sensations if you're high or you're drunk. So just wait till the next time. Liquid courage isn't always meant for everything.
Yeah.
Now, gentlemen, do you like being choked?
If it's titties, like death by boobies is bring the big ass titties and
it doesn't move me one way or the other.
Okay.
I don't like to be choked. I like to be smothered. So sit on my face, titties in my face. That's all I like. That's my breath play. I'll pass out a little bit and I'll wake back up again.
Yeah, death by snooze too.
Yeah, I can do that. That makes more sense.
Yeah, but don't choke me. Like I'm a dime. You don't fucking. What you doing? Just smack your hand away and start choking you back more. I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, that's
your hands don't belong there.
That's not a bad thing.
I just don't want her to ever feel like she's dominating me. Like, no.
You don't want her to feel like she's dominating you?
No.
I mean, maybe she just like
she wants to play
a little bit. Let's switch. No.
Nah.
Sometimes I forget that I'm a sub.
I do like choking.
No.
I do a good choke.
I've gotten that question the next day, like, did you choke me? And I'm like, did I? Do you remember me choking you?
No.
Because if you don't remember, no.
I was trying to choke one of my doms one time, and I just like womp. And mind you, he calls them kitten hands. He's like, those little ass hands. I was like, I can do it. And he's like, just stop. Just fucking stop. And I was just like, you're going to submit to me. You know, because I'm brat. And I'm just like, you're going to submit to me. He's like, if you don't chill the fuck out. If you don't chill.
What is it, kitty soft?
Yeah. I was like, oh. And I was just like, but I can't squeeze. I was like, can you pretend? And he was like, I'm not dealing with this right now. And I was like, I hate it here.
My team got the I'm a judo flippy face on. So don't come hip toss.
But it's the same thing. Like I remember having one of my submissive though, his form of like breath play with me was like my thighs. So I would like suffocate him with my thighs. And I'm just like, I'm like, you good? All right, good. And that's it. Just chilling, living the best life. Yeah.
Right.
Sal, yes, we need consent. You come on. You said if you want to come take it, that's called consensual non-consent. And so you would have a conversation about that beforehand, that you want to feel as if your booty is being taken. Yeah, I don't know why I said booty, but that's how it goes in my head. So
that's how it's coming across.
You want to pretend that your booty being taken.
And Sal, the conversation can't be in the Facebook comments. It has to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Like you read the comments, you know what I meant.
You know what I
meant. No. Not at all.
No.
Yo, who's punching people in the stomach? Facebook user.
Oh my God. Years ago, a partner started to choke me without consent, and to get her to stop, I had to punch her in the stomach. God dang. Well, she asked for
really
that.
Trying to kill you.
Yeah. Bradley Darham said that. I want the world to know that. Like, what?
Imagine someone's word is pronouncing that German word from the Euro Trip movie. I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah. Club Wandersucks.
Yeah.
Had a long ass Swedish German word he had to pronounce. He couldn't do it.
Hi, James. You're late to the party. You missed us talking about dicks earlier. But you're still here for, masochism and everything else. Mental scars are kind of sexy. Sal, we need to have a conversation off camera because you got a lot of shit going on. And I appreciate it. I really do. But we need to talk. Sal said there's nothing wrong with being choked by a female. Sometimes I like to encourage them to choke me a little. That's because you are a sub.
That's different.
I don't want them to take my booty. I'm good. I feel like I could change your mind though.
The booty is fine. It belongs to me.
Like
I'll take
my
booty.
All right. Well, is there anything that y'all would try that y'all haven't tried as far as this breath play? Like, would you do the plastic bag thing?
I'm 6'5". Are you kidding me?
Would you do it to someone, or would you have it done to you?
I would more than likely do the latex play before I did like most of those things.
No.
Would you be the rubber man?
I'd
like
do both.
Oh.
Wow.
Is it hot?
I mean, I could.
It's sweaty.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I feel like I could enjoy it because it would be too hot.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you sweat during sex?
But I'm not in latex.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah, but I'm still glistening. It don't matter. Like, I don't really sweat.
You just glisten.
It just glistens. So I'm just going
like a Twilight vampire.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm losing like 20 pounds. Like putting garbage bags on me and working out. It's just drenched in sweat.
Oh yeah, because you sweat a lot, child.
Yeah.
Then you gotta put that beard inside the latex. It's a lot. That's
I'm curious to see the shapes. That's all I need to say.
What about you, Darius?
I would like to try to be Ziploc like one good time. Like I'll try that. I would try that. I'm not sure if I would like it that much because I have been in latex, and the thing about the latex is you get real sweaty, and I sweat a lot, so I don't like it like that. But I think being in the Ziploc bag would be a little bit better than that.
What do you think you would get out of the Ziploc bag?
Just the rush.
Okay.
The rush, and I don't know.
Suspended because you are suspended when it happens.
Yeah, I'm a big guy.
Zipper. Oh my god.
Do it.
And I'm a big guy, so like being taken up off my feet and stuff like that. That's kind of like losing that slight bit of loss of control would be exhilarating. But I probably will only try it once.
That's why I want to do the shibari, because I want to, like, someone to tie me up and then like suspend me, like, and just let me stay there for a while. Like, I'll just be chilling like that, hanging in your living room. Like I don't know why that appeals to me very much. I don't know why, but I don't think I would want to be in a Ziploc bag.
I would try it. I would try all that. I have never tried those things, and I'm excited. The water one is still, like I said, is scary. But also, one we really didn't touch on, I would definitely say corseting.
Right.
And corseting is, I fucking love it. I was corset training for a few years. And it's one of those things, again, it's very subtle. So, like, the fact that you can get laced up full body now, a lot of the, those are expensive, but get that taken care of and just walk around like fucking normal is delicious. Especially when you can't breathe and you have to control and learn how to control that breath is freeing, honestly.
I got one right here.
That definitely is a thing. Like, wearing a corset, like, I start to get anxious when I first put one on, and like I'm getting straightened, and over the next few hours, then I learn how to breathe correctly, and then I'm fine. But at first, I get that little bit of fear, like, oh my God, I'm about to die. Man, is that sexy to me? I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily my thing.
It's the adrenaline. With me, whatever dangerous sex like that, it's the adrenaline. It heightens you, and then your nerves feel like they're on fire. It's like twice as sensitive and everything.
I mean, don't turn out all the electricity in your house, and I'm fine.
I mean, I would say I'll try everything once, but I don't think that's for me. I like the choke. I do the choke.
Listen, I want to try to.
I got really big hands. Like, they're just made to just do damage.
Choke a bitch.
Like, I was fucking choke a bitch. It was like either my hands or my dick. I'm like, one of these you're gonna choke on. Pick one.
You take both at the same time. I don't care.
All right.
A1.
James, it's okay. You had to get swole. Okay. That's more important, I guess. But you could have been listening while you were working out, is all I'm saying. Sal said it's crazy that you say that, Siren, because I've had a couple of females ask to peg me. Obviously, I turned it down. And are you trying to spell emphatically?
Oh my God.
Emphatically. Sal, I love you so much.
That is a nigga from New York right for you right there.
Listen, Sal, I had trouble with Hooked on Phonics too. Don't feel any shame on that, bro.
Hey, King of my world. No, Sal really is trolling half the damn time. And he does it in such a way that you don't feel like he's trolling. You feel like he believes the shit that he's saying. And I enjoy him. I enjoy
hilarious.
I do like dangerous things, but I don't like not being able to breathe. That's like a fear of mine. I don't. Maybe I'm a little claustrophobic and I don't know it. That's what I'm thinking. But I would do, like, that's why I like haunted houses. I like to be scared. So I turn off all the lights and I'm gonna go hide in the basement or something.
Oh, fuck that. I don't like people.
I need to breathe.
I'm
fighting everybody. I'm like, nah.
Did you fight
in houses?
Well, you like fighting anyway.
I do. But it's good causes. Like, again, I'm more hyped than anything. I'm more bark than bite. I'm like, I'll fight everybody here, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna do that. It's crazy. But then I will. Exactly. Then I'll fucking close my motherfuckers. I wish you would.
James, how did you drown a couple of times? That's the backstory I need to know.
I need the backstory.
You said a couple.
He's a ghost. We're communicating with a ghost.
Well, I don't know if
my business out there. I know how to spell circumcision. I was up getting the kids ready for school, and I misspelled it when I was trying to post. Okay, I was fighting for my life today. I was sick this morning, so I'm trying to get my kids ready for school. I'm trying to get the post ready. I'm trying to get ready for work and get my life together so I can get out the door. And I misspelled circumcision, and nobody fucking told me that I posted it that way.
We know it.
It's dyslexic. I don't give a shit. You gonna understand what I'm saying anyway. That's it. I don't fix I try not to edit If we ever like you text whatever, you know what I'm saying. That's why I like voice notes. I don't got time. I'm not.
You know what I meant.
But phatically though, it's fat.
That's
the nigga Lee at the end.
You're Aquarius are the best. Bass, what's on your sexual bucket list?
Almost drowned. There we go.
Outside of like, just in general.
In general.
I mean, one that was kind of near and dear to me was sex on the balcony.
You never did it?
No, I never did it. But now I want to do it specifically.
Okay.
Like now I want to do it in Vegas, facing the sphere.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's the place to do it. If you're going to do it, that would be the place.
Emoji looking at you.
Yeah, I want the emoji. I want the emoji looking directly in my eyes, bitch. Like this. Like we looking.
You gonna pull the American Psycho?
I've done that before, and it was like I can't do it again because I'm afraid of heights too.
Mm-hmm.
But the sturdiness of it, like, what happens if I just fuck you over, and then now I'm like, I'm going to jail for manslaughter.
No, you're going to jail for murder.
You put power drive her over the
fucking fuck her right through the balcony, and she's like fucking falls 6 stories to her death. What the fuck?
Well, make sure you hold
murder.
on.
That's
how can you prove manslaughter? Like,
hold on to her hair. It just be the wig, and then
nah, grab her by
the
hair.
Shit.
So Cardi, the mental gymnastics, man.
Man.
You can't win.
Oh God, Jazz, somebody is saying that you are their entire bucket list.
Mm. I know.
Manslaughter that pussy. You know.
It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth the time. It ain't worth the time.
What's on your bucket list, Cardi?
Man, at this point, it's just
sounding like Hugh Hefner at this
right. At this point, like I'm gonna need to travel. At this point, I just gotta travel.
You just want to do it in like every state.
Well, when I was younger, it was just like, knock off every ethnicity.
Oh yeah.
So I've been around the world almost once, so I got close. Missing a couple. Can't find Eskimo pussy anywhere, so you gotta cross that off the list. But you try. You get around.
Okay, so I mean, you want to do
kink wise, like
you acting like vagina ain't vagina. Does the color of the culture that the vagina grew up in make it different?
And yes, that's what I want to base my thesis on. Pussy by ethnicity, because pussy ain't just pussy. Because if all the pussy was the same, the world would be just vanilla, and no one would cheat on each other, and it'd just be whack.
Can I say that the pussy is not different because of the ethnicity? It's just different because it's attached to a different person. It's the person that makes it different. Bass, you told
that to Asians.
You said it emphatically. Yes. Why? What makes it different? Just based on the ethnicity.
I mean, you grow up different. You eat different things. You work out different. Like things are different.
Well, I
so
think
your body structure is going to be different.
No,
so exactly. I hear you when you say like it may just be socioeconomic and all these other factors, which is probably true. But I like to run with the idea of ethnicity.
Well, what's your favorite ethnic pussy?
Oh, it's going to be Black women, foundational Black American women, to be certain, because they like a melting pot. They've been mixed with everything. They was mixed with some Swedish, some Irish, some African. Like they got a little bit of everything in them.
Little melting pot of pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cardi, what's your favorite?
I would have to go Caribbean.
Another melting pot.
Yeah,
another melting pot, but yeah, it's the brain for me with them. It's fucking crazy as hell.
Yeah, so that's the issue. They're crazy.
And then you got the Spanish. You got the Spanish. It's fucking crazy. You got the Spanish folks out there, the Boricuas. They got some spiciness to them. They all taste differently.
Carolyn,
fat. at.
Stay away from them Jamaican women. Stay away from them Jamaican men. Talking to you, Carolyn.
Hispanic pussy hits different.
Spanish pussy hit different though.
Not better than Haitian pussy, but yeah. I'm biased.
So you're on board.
I'm biased. That's all I'm saying. But I will agree that the Caribbean / African American pussy is chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Because that's what I got.
Jesus.
Devil, you might as well weigh in on this. Your sexual bucket list, but before that, the best pussy ethnicity.
It's a tie between Caribbean and Southeast Asian.
Very
so
The
yes,
Asian
because
yams.
the thickness, because they have a little Afrocentricity in there, and Asian mixed together is good. Filipino girls, bottom heavy, and I like it. So
See, that's what I mean. I wanted a Polynesian woman, but I can't find any.
Oh,
So I get the Caribbean right, and then I get the Asian, and then like that comes together.
listen, I got robbed of
Polynesian.
I got robbed of that. I was too young back when I went over, so I fell in love, but I didn't get to have the whole experience. So I'm still mad about that.
So y'all like regular old pussy connoisseurs. Yeah.
I'm a Somali of pussy.
Somalia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somali of pussy.
Yes, exactly. Haitian pussy is dangerous. Trust me, I know that shit should come with a warning sign. I don't like to brag. I just like to show and prove. So that's what I normally do. For user, which I think this is Bradley, says Siren's pussy is on the list always. And Sal, we already know that what your porn search history is. Carolyn said, yeah, because Jamaicans will have you hooked to the point you just allow them to disrespect you. Carolyn, many people would like to find out. You're a Jamaican woman, you're short, you have large breasts, and you're a nurse. You're like a walking, talking stereotype, and everybody would pay to have a little piece of Carolyn Gal. Okay? Siren has been crushing hearts and devouring souls since she was born. Don't tell my business. I try to be low key. I just be like, no, it's corny, it's bad. You don't want it. That's how I read it. And your sexual bucket list, sir.
Mile High Club.
What?
Okay.
Because it's the logistics of getting in there and getting it done. And the I've always been one of those people where it's the thrill of getting caught. So being able to knock that off my list would be amazing. But it's really hard to do. Actually, it's more complicated than people think it is.
It really is. You can't pull that shit off on Frontier. That shit ain't working.
Listen, and most flights, everybody's in the bathroom constantly, so you can't actually get in there at the same time because Grandma Wilson's up there blowing up the bathroom for like 45 minutes at half of the flight, and you're like, I don't want to go in there.
You gotta rent like a private jet or something. You gotta like get a G5 or some shit.
Oh, that would be amazing. Or a helicopter.
Or a helicopter. That would work too.
Or
I saw Amtrak.
Wait a minute.
A hot air balloon. Like
air balloon. Oh my
fucking
god.
in the air.
That's romantic, but it gets extremely cold, and the guy has to be there to operate it. So he watching.
I mean,
you know.
if that's how he gets his kink, you know.
Hey, don't mind me.
He pulled the joint.
That's the new kink. So having sex in a hot air balloon and a helicopter. Cardi,
in the air.
You cannot use those powerful thrusts in either of those.
That's why I settled for Amtrak.
What?
In the sleeper car though?
Amtrak. You know, it gets you where you're going pretty fast. It's just on the ground.
James, you want to do it while skydiving?
Nope.
That's a lot to work out. So is the dick inside before you jump off the plane, or you going to attempt to do this while you are falling?
James, are you white? Because that ain't no nigga shit. Niggas ain't jumping out of planes just to fuck. We ain't doing that.
But see, it would take longer because of the danger of falling
You
and
better
like
be a
you're
30-second man.
preoccupied.
You got 30,
Yeah.
40 seconds to get this shit in, or it's a wrap.
And if
I'm good.
and if you normally go long, you'd have like, I guess we gonna fucking die then. Splat on the ground.
Fuck you,
Oh,
mom.
man.
Just that was amazing.
That's love. That's some love right there.
Does he have the TI?
That's
the TI-81?
Practical but difficult. I like
That's
that.
my king too. Carolyn said, "Fuck around in the basket or detach from the balloon." You pulling on it. Listen, oh my God, Jazz, I'm sorry. What is on your bucket list? And I feel like you have crossed off a lot.
I did, and I think that's one of the issues I have now. Like I said, it's more of, I guess, like the water asphyxiation type situation, the vinyl or latex play, breath play in general. Like a lot of the more dangerous things, I guess, that I haven't experienced yet. I've done public. I've done pretty much everywhere. I don't give a shit. I'd make it work. So I'm gonna get mine. That's all I got to say.
I dig it.
Yeah.
He said Sky Zone, by the way, not skydiving. Sky Zone.
That's not getting kicked out of.
Yo, sex on a trampoline is really good for your joints.
You pull
I'll
your
say
dick
that.
out at Sky Zone.
I had a personal trampoline, so
See, my problem with the trampoline,
there's kids there. You going to jail?
you want to chill. My problem with the trampoline is like lining it up. You get one misstep,
And you're fucked.
Oh,
That's a fear.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
I
hold
don't
on
think
tight.
he's talking about Sky Zone. I think he's talking about iFly.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that
I
makes
fly.
a lot more sense. Because I'm like, you pulling your dick out at Sky Zone?
Yeah,
Is
like
I
that's
find the wind turbine tunnel thing?
yes.
Because I would like to fuck in space too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
see,
think
I
I
don't
can
Give me
do
on
that.
the IS.
because
Give me on the ISS.
Do it in an observatory. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Bass, what was you about to say?
Give me
I don't
some
know
Elon
because I'm
Musk
thinking
money.
like pulling your dick out in space is super cold there.
I
No
mean,
one
you
can
be
hear
inside. You're not in the cold
space.
vacuum of space.
No one can hear you cream.
No one can hear you creep. And
Did
you
anybody ever go coin lemon meringue pie?
No, man.
no,
That's hilarious.
you need to do it though. But imagine skating in like zero gravity, right?
And it just
Hey,
No,
It's
Hey.
all everywhere.
You
Trying
got
to do a facial, like
each his own out there. You on your own. Can't control it.
Got nut in the instruments.
you said,
All over the fuselage.
oh my God. Carolyn said, let's do a human centipede, but like as a never ending 69 line. Oh, you nasty.
That sounds like some Atlanta shit.
yeah, no.
Does. Fucking in space, zero G spot.
I like that play on word like that. I like that.
Oh, I want to see a porno now. Skating zero gravity.
I'm sure it's out there. They got the high altitude planes, like when they like go up there to like the stratosphere, then like zero G for like 10 minutes, and they come back down. You can actually buy a ticket for one of those.
Damn, it's
Oh
not,
yeah, the parabolic.
Yeah,
What?
that thing.
y'all. It's all we done talked so much shit. It's almost 9:30 already.
Oh, about that time.
I love y'all so much.
Aw.
I enjoy y'all in the chat and on the panel immensely. And I have actually thought of some nasty debaucherous shit with y'all that I never would have thought of before. So thank you for that. Everyone in the chat, if you enjoyed the shenanigans and the debauchery tonight, if we have given you new kinks that have been unlocked, if you are going to be searching for zero gravity porn tonight,
I'm doing it now.
give us some stars to show your appreciation for our.
And tell a friend.
Yes, tell a friend.
All
Share,
that crazy shit that you heard today. Share that shit.
share this shit, okay? And make sure that you come and join us every single Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nurse in Charge platforms. If you have missed any of our previous shows, please watch the replay on all Head Nurse in Charge platforms as well. Also, I'm the executive producer for this show. If you have a podcast and it's not gaining visibility, if you want to do a podcast and you don't know how to get started, I can help you with that. slide in my DMs with more ideas on how we can do nasty things. Not me and you, but I'm just saying for the show.
For the show.
Allegedly.
For science.
For science. But we can assist you with that, okay? Also, we are an actual podcast. You can listen to the nastiness, the debauchery, the shenanigans, the ideas on Anchor and Spotify.
You hear that, James? On Spotify. When you're working out from them gains, listen to us.
Yes, okay? And Head Nurse in Charge is going to be at J1 Con. J1 Con is going to be in Atlantic City at the Showboat, November 3rd through the 5th, okay? If you like anime, if you like gaming, you need to go and get your tickets for J1 Con. Head Nurse in Charge will be there. I will be running wild with them, representing for the unicorns. We are in charge. Carty will be there as well, him and his beard. Trying to knock someone over the balcony. So you definitely want to come out. We are in charge of the cosplay prom.
My nightmare. It's my nightmare. Living nightmare.
Your nightmare is fucking someone so good they fall off the balcony.
Bitch, I'm so sorry. No. Just like Die Hard for Yakutami Tower. Just falling.
Die Hard. You don't even have to change the name. It's like that's so good. Hashtag manslaughter that pussy. All right. Also, to my wonderful, wonderful unicorns here on the panel with me. Jazz, tell the people where they can find you at.
I am on most social medias, TikTok, IG, Facebook, Giselle Lore or Ms. Giselle MZJAZELLE. And that's pretty much it. That's the ones I'm valid on right now. I have private ones. I can't share that yet.
Not yet, but maybe if y'all share enough stars.
Exactly. And it's good. It's good. I'm just saying.
Bass, where can they find you at?
So I'm Bassim the Dream everywhere on all platforms.
That's all you want to say?
Oh, and Carolyn, I sent you a friend request. You better accept it.
Because I gave you a wonderful description, Carolyn. That's why.
I was immediately on her page. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, for real?
Carolyn, I could be your manager is what I'm saying. Just, we can work it out. Digital Devil, where can they find you at?
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I am trying to build my TikTok up.
Okay. What can we find on your TikTok? What kind of things are you doing?
Well, so for the most part, I'm just doing a bunch of nerdy stuff. Like I've done a couple stop motions, doing a lot of pop culture stuff. So I'm trying to find my footing on TikTok, but I promise you I will be bringing you some funny content on there.
Okay.
Carolyn, I will make sure you get your 15%. Carty, please let the people know where they can find you, soft, retired, dime daddy.
Soft retired slightly, maybe. Right here at the Carty Experience on Instagram. Follow me right the fuck now. Crazy content, as always, just as crazy as I am. Highly entertaining. Go follow.
And because I always forget to introduce myself, except for when I'm on somebody else's platform, I am your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC of Unicorn Straight No Chaser. Thank you so much for joining us. I am at Siren by Night on all platforms, except for on TikTok. I'm at Siren_by_night. Okay. Mm-hmm. Instagram is where most of my not suitable for work photos are, in addition to the ones that are on the Unicorn's Patreon. Well, the unicorn level Patreon on the HNIC's Patreon. Okay. So subscribe if you want to see those. They're not as good as Carolyn's, but I'm working on it. I've been drinking milk. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see y'all next week. Until then, don't knock anybody out of a hot air balloon, and make sure you keep your
responsibly.
Live once. Just
no
live.
Promises.
Just live. Just do it.
Night.
Your body, check it.